Hi there, it's Janice Thompson here from JazzleDazzleCrafts.com. I'm an independent Stampin' Up demonstrator working in Scotland who can't get her words out half the time. But anyway, I've come on today to show you this card that I received as a swap from one of my fellow demonstrators, Justyne. So I know fine what your name is. Anyway, so this is from one of my fellow colleagues, Justyne. We were in a group where we swapped ideas from the autumn-winter catalogue. So she sent me this beautiful card, and it's made using the first frost set and the frosted bouquet framelits dies. Now these framelits dies are lovely. The whole set is lovely, and she's used the designer series paper that goes with this set. If you have a look in the catalogue, you'll see all the gorgeous paper that goes with it. So it's a fabulous die set because it's got the two shapes for cutting out where the sentiment is, gosh, and you've got bits to cut out leaves, and you can cut round the flowers that you stamp. So there's loads in there, but to make this a simpler video, I have got the things ready here. I'm going to make a similar card, not exactly the same as Justyne's, but similar. Look, she's got some lovely twine on here as well. I'm going to use Blackberry Bliss on a white card base. I'm going to use the same designer series paper that she chose, and that goes really well with Blackberry Bliss. I've cut a piece of paper here to do a bit of stamping on. I've cut out with the dies the card for the sentiment and a backing of, you can see it for me. I've stamped one of the lovely flowers. Look how textured, it's lovely, and cut that out. I'm going to use that as an embellishment on the card. So I'm just pop that to the side just now, and as I usually do, I stand up to introduce myself, and as if you can see me, I don't know what that's all about, but anyway, so I'm going to put this to the side. And I'm going to sit down, and I forgot to get blocks ready, but as I've just finished filming a different card, I will just get the blocks from that. I'm sure that will be fine. So what I need to do is stamp the greeting. So I'm just going to use the same one. And I'm going to stamp that with the Blackberry Bliss. What's here, right in front of me. I normally stamp first before I cut with die cutting, and then I line it up. But just when you're going to film, it just makes it a wee bit quicker. So I just want to get this straight. But because this is symmetrically shaped, it won't matter whether I'm upside down or not. So just tap gently onto the ink and then stamp it down kind of centrally onto the piece of card, the piece of Whisper White that I've cut. Are you seeing that all right? Am I in shot? Yes, I am. Okay, that's that bit. And I'm going to stop for a moment because it looks like my battery's about to run out, so I'm just going to pop this off and put the new battery in. Okay, so here I am back again, and just realised that my battery wasn't running out at all. It was the wee video icon flashing to let me know that I am filming. I'm not bright, but never mind. I think it's just going to take me a wee while to get back into things since I've been away. So now I need to stamp on this piece of card that I'm going to put in the background. So I have put a new battery in anyway, so it will not matter. So I think we'll use, what are we going to stamp with? I think we might use that stamp and this one. Just do something slightly different too. I wonder We put a bit of, might put a bit of mint macaron in as well, because that's in the paper. That's if I can find it. Where are you, mint macaron? Here it is. So I had an absolutely wonderful holiday. However, I have to say, I did take some crafting with me, but I did miss my crafting a bit. I wish I had been able to do both, craft and be with my lovely family, but it's not how life is, it? Is it? You can't have everything. So, right, I'm going to put this I love mint macaron, so I'm just going to pop some of this round the edges. Does it look like I'm making this up as I go along this? I definitely am this time. And then I should have got all my blocks out first, but this is me. This is how we roll. So, right, I wasn't going to do that. I was going to do that with the Night of Navy. So here we go. Oh, I love the texture in these stamps. Oh, it's divine. And we'll get a bit of this flower. Ooh. This is not an ideal. Oh, I don't need to work like that. I do have that one, so I can put that one back on there. Okay, I'm talking to myself. Do you do that? Do you talk to yourself when you're working? This is my rich raspberry. Some of this won't show because I'll be putting the sentiment over the top, but like, I'm just going to use the navy for this. Oh, this is the first time I've used this stamp. I love it. Isn't that divine? Are you still with me, and can you see? Yeah. I'm still in shot. I know the lighting's not great. I'm going to try and get some help to get this sorted out and get better lighting. Because winter's here, I'm going to have to film when there's no daylight. So we'll close the ink up now. I think that's all the stamping that's required. So let's just, before we end up with my hands and things. Oh, come on. That's it. Closed up. Oh my. Right, so. And I'm just going to cheat here. I'm going to use a bit of the Sprig Punch. Did you buy that? It is so versatile. And a bit of the Glimmer paper. Isn't that fab? There's a wee pack in the Autumn Winter catalogue and it is just fabulous. And well, do you know what? It's on all my cards, but hey, that doesn't matter, does it? Just cut out 3 sprigs and see where we go. Right, so, oh, the other thing I was going to do here, yeah, just take the pad, open the pad. I'm going to use this with Blackberry Plus, and it's just to get a bit of an edge around this stamping, but without having without matting and layering it. So don't drag it through the stamp pad or you'll cut the foam. So just dab the edge onto your stamp set, and it will lift enough ink to give your stamping a nice wee edge. Just defines it a wee bit. You don't have to. If you don't like that look, then don't do that. Just if you do it, don't drag it through your stamp. And then close up your ink pad. Are you guys all organised for Christmas? I can tell you I'm not. I haven't even thought about it. That was basically my summer holiday I had, so I'm just not there at all. Christmas is not happening in my head. I've made a few cards. I've got quite a lot of people have ordered cards from me, so I will need to start doing that. So I'm going to put this piece of designer series paper onto the card, onto the backing card that I've cut. So the designer series paper is 9.7 centimetres by 14 centimetres. Whoops. The card it's backed onto is 10.1 centimetres by 14.4 centimetres. And then my card base is half a sheet of Whisper White, thick Whisper White. It's cut this way and folded this way for a change. It possibly was just a scrap that I had lying about that I'm using up. So that then is going to layer onto that, so we'll just do that now. So I'm just popping that on there. And just make sure if it's got the paper you're using has a direction, just keep an eye that I did a back to front card the other day, so there you go. You could pull out any colours from this, and I love the pearlised finish of this paper. It is just so gorgeous. So, and then Justyne had put the paper over there. I'm just going to, let me think. Am I going to raise it? I don't know whether I'm going to, no, I'm not going to raise this piece. I will raise the sentiment with dimensionals. Just, if you want to post things, sometimes it's better to not make them too high, too many layers in them. So there you go, that's that. And look, all the colours coordinate. Look, there's grey in there as well, and a pale pink. There's all shades of pink, and I love Blackberry Bliss. It's just gorgeous. So, and then the sentiment. Here's to a season filled with warmth, comfort and good cheer. Well, that's a good wish for anyone, I should think. So I'm just going to layer this two parts of the sentiment together. Just pop that on there. Again, make use of the fact that I'm using wet glue, so I've got a minute or two to, well, seconds, so not minutes, seconds, to line that up, and that's going to be going there. And I'm going to put some sprigs behind it, but first of all I'll just raise that up with some dimensionals. So I'll just that's probably don't really need more than two, but I'll just stick. Always do that, don't we? Always put too much on. But anyway, take the papers off. Look how easy the backings come off these. I was using another brand recently. Oh, what a waste of time. It's driving me crazy. Okay, so then I have to have this straight. For some reason I can't cope with it being at an angle. And I would tell you that I don't have any OCD, but maybe I do. So, and then will we use this flower? Aye, that's alright. I know it's not yeah, that's okay. Right, I'm just gonna, are we gonna stick this on? What will we stick it on with? dimensionals, I should think. Catch on. I think it'll just catch on the edge. Oh no, I don't want to hide the words, do we? Put it on there. And then we'll just use a bit of black glue, wet glue on the back of the leaves. I've got 3 that I'm going to pop in here, so let's just put some glue on them just now. I think let's pop one up there, slide it in, and I think we could slide that one in there. There we go. Well, that makes that into quite an attractive Christmas card. What do you think? Let's tidy up and have a look. Okay, so here's the lovely card that Justyne sent me. Here's my take on her card. I think they're both beautiful. She took the trouble to stamp this and die cut it out. She used some of the lovely braided twine that's in the Autumn Winter catalogue. I'm quite happy with that. I quite like my version too. I like them both. Thanks for sticking with me. Please subscribe and push on the bell icon so you'll get notified when I do another tutorial. Please share my video and let anyone who you think might be interested in some card making tutorials or other paper crafts. I will do some 3D things as well before Christmas. Thank you. Bye bye.